very good morning to everyone. This is A. Shubhangi Rao, working as an assistant professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at MLR Institute of Technology. In today's session, we are going to discuss on some problems on spherical coordinate system. So before we start the problems, we will just revise the formulas which we have earlier discussed in the sessions which was on spherical coordinate system. So let us first draw spherical coordinate system to understand the formulas better, right? That is spherical coordinate system, right? This is origin, this is the radius, okay? When we project it down, here we get r dash, okay? This angle is theta angle and this angle is phi angle. So by understanding this, by seeing this, what we can understand is the coordinates of spherical coordinate system are r, theta, phi, where r is the radius of this sphere. Again, as I said earlier also, instead of r, you can take rho. If you go through different books, you will find somewhere rho, somewhere r. So it is completely up to you. You can take r as well as rho. So r, here we are taking r, so r is the radius of this sphere. This angle is azimuthal angle, just like cylindrical system, okay? Azimuthal angle is the angle which is measured from x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, okay? So the range of azimuthal angle is 0 to 2 pi. The range of r is from 0 to infinity. Now this is the third angle, this is the second angle theta, which is called, if you notice here, this is the angle which is marked here, okay? This angle is called conical angle, right? Why we call it conical angle? If we are keeping this angle constant, if we revolve around z-axis by keeping this particular point constant, it will make a structure like a cone. That is why it is called conical angle, and this angle will be same everywhere, right, when it is measured from z-axis, okay? And this angle will range from here to here. So its range is from 0 to pi, 0 to 180, right? So these are the coordinates of spherical coordinate system as well as their range. Okay, now we will talk about the differential vector length. Differential vector length dl is given as, can be written as drar plus r d theta a theta plus r sin theta d phi a phi. If we want to find out magnitude of the differential length vector, it will be mod of dl, means under root of dr square plus r d theta square plus r sin theta d phi square. Also, we can write the formula for differential volume. It is dV is equals to r square sin theta dr d theta d phi. Okay, these are some formulas. Now we can write differential surface elements also. As I said, the coordinates of r, theta and phi. So for r constant surface, the vector surface area is r square sin theta d theta and d phi, right? R is constant, so what can vary? Phi and theta can vary. Similarly, we can write the formula for theta constant surface, means r and phi can vary. So it is r sin theta dr d phi. We can also write the formula for phi constant surface, and its formula is r dr d theta. Here phi is constant but r and theta can vary, okay? R constant surface will be normal to r direction. Phi constant surface will be normal to phi direction. Theta constant surface will be normal to theta direction, right? We can also write the relation between Cartesian and spherical system in the similar way like we wrote the formulas for Cartesian and cylindrical system. So as the coordinates of Cartesian system is r, x, y, z, and for spherical system it is r, theta, phi. So they are interchangeable by using these formulas. So suppose theta, phi and r is given. We can find out x by using this formula, r sine theta cos phi. Y can be written as r sine theta sin phi, and z can be written as r cos theta. This we already had discussed in detail when we discussed about the spherical coordinate system in the previous session. Now if x, y, z is given, then also we can find out r, theta and phi. The formula of r is under root of x square plus y square plus z square. The formula of theta is cos inverse z upon under root of x square plus y square plus z square, and phi angle can be written as tan inverse y by x. Right? Now let's take the problem. Okay. In first problem we have to calculate the volume of a sphere whose radius is r. Okay. This is our arrangement. Its radius is r. This is 0. Okay. We need to find out its volume. So what is the volume formula? It is r square sine theta dr d phi d theta. Okay. So we will have to use integration. We will integrate it both the sides. So what we get is, we will get v is equals to integration of 3 times we need to integrate because we have dr d theta as well as d phi. Okay. So first we will integrate r square with dr. So r square after integration it will become r cube by 3 and the limit is 0 to r. Okay. Because the radius is r. So this will become r cube by 3. Next we will integrate sine theta, okay, with respect to d theta. So sine theta integration is minus cos theta, and the limit of theta is, because it is conical angle, it can range from 0 to 180. So limit is 0 to pi. Okay. So after putting into this, we will get minus cos pi minus cos 0. So cos pi is nothing but minus 1. So minus 1 minus cos 0 is also minus 1. So this will become minus 2 means minus 1 means minus 2, right? Then we have nothing left. We will integrate 1 with respect to d phi. So we will get phi and the limit we will put is 0 to 2 pi. So finally we get r cube by 3. This has become minus 2, okay. So 2 and this is 2 pi, right? So on solving we will get 4 by 3 pi r square, okay, because this became 1 plus 1. So we are getting 2 here and this is also 2 pi. So this is the formula of sphere volume, and as you know this is the formula which you have earlier also studied. This is the formula of sphere. So in this manner it can be calculated, right? Let's take another problem. Now we will calculate the surface area of a sphere whose radius is r. Okay. Again we have to use integration, right? So what we will do? We are going to consider the differential surface area which is normal to x direction. Means this one. This is x, this is y, this is z. Okay. R is radially outward anywhere. So any part we can take here. Okay. But it should be radially outward, right? So here we will take it here. So this is a r constant surface, means r will not vary but theta and phi will vary. So that surface area, the formula is r square sine theta d phi. Now again, if we want to find out, we need to integrate it. So on integration, two integrations will happen here. SR is equals to integration of r square sine theta d theta d phi. Because the integration is with respect to theta and phi, we will put the ranges of theta as 0 to pi and phi as 0 to 2 pi. Now there is no dr, so we will just keep this here, because r is equals to capital R, we will directly put the value. Then we will integrate sine theta. So sine theta integration is minus cos theta. We will put the limit 0 to pi. There is no quantity related to phi. So we will integrate 1 with respect to d phi, and it will be phi, and the limit will be 0 to 2 pi. On solving this, we will get, this is r square as it is. Cos phi means we are putting cos pi minus cos 0. Right? And here it became 2 pi. So when we will solve it, cos pi is minus 1. This is also minus 1. So this will become 1 plus 1 means 2. So it will become 4 pi r square. This is the surface area of the sphere whose radius is r. Right? Again, this formula you might have seen earlier, but that is how we solve it. Right? Let's take one more example. For spherical coordinate system, and by using integration, we need to find the area of a region from 0 to alpha. What is this range for? This range is given for phi. Okay, azimuthal angle. Generally, its value is from 0 to 2 pi. But as I said previously also, if the range is not given in the question, we always must consider this range. But if it is given in question, we have to consider the range given in the question. So its range is given as 0 to alpha. Okay. So we need to use this spherical coordinate system, and we need to integrate to find the area of this region on a spherical shell of radius a. Now here the radius is not given as r, it is given as a. Okay. Also we need to find out the area of this sphere when alpha is equals to 2 pi. Right? So first we will develop the formula in terms of alpha, then we will put the value of alpha is equals to 2 pi, which is the actual range of sphere, which is the actual range of azimuthal angle in spherical coordinate system. Right? Okay. So let's draw the diagram for our convenience. This is z, this is y, this is x, this is the radius here, it is given as a. Okay. Now, the formula of r constant surface is r square sine theta d phi d theta. Okay. R is given as a, so directly we can put a in place of r. So this will become a square sine theta d phi d theta. Now what we will do? We will integrate it both the side. Okay. So what formula we get? We get SR is equals to integration. Now it will be double integration. This is a square sine theta d phi. The range of theta will be 0 to pi. Range of phi as it is given as 0 to alpha, we will put as it is. Right? Now we will take a outside because it is a constant value. Then we will integrate sine theta with respect to d theta. Sine theta integration is minus cos theta. Again we will put the limits minus cos pi minus cos 0, whose value is 1. So it will become 2 inside. Okay. And this is phi. So it is, the limit is 0 to alpha. So when we are solving, we will get 2a square alpha. This is the area. Okay. This is the first answer. Now second, they are asking what is the area if alpha is equals to 2 pi. So what we will do now, we will put alpha is equals to 2 pi here. So we will get the formula 4 pi a square. right? And this is the answer of second question, right? So I hope by going through these three questions you can easily understand how we need to implement the formulas to solve the problems on spherical coordinate system. Thank you so much.